this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder that Capital One Bank Guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also tell you about how Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bankguy. Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
If staying in control matters to you, Wix gets it. That's why they created Wix Harmony. It's a website builder that helps create a business-ready site fast, while still allowing full control over every detail. Just describe what you want your site to do, or click and customize anything directly. Join millions of people who already use Wix and try Wix Harmony for free at wix.com/harmony.
Hey, and welcome to The Short Stuff. Josh, Chuck, Jerry, not Dave, but still Dave. Let's go.
Didn't we do a whole episode on mirrors and maybe talk about breaking mirrors?
There's no way we didn't talk about that, but this is definitely an exploded, expanded, really balloony version of that.
Yeah, because we're talking about the idea that if you break a mirror, if you are superstitious, a lot of people would say that brings you 7 years of bad luck. And we're going to dig into why that might be. People have been superstitious ever since there have been people about different things, and way before the mirror. And apparently the Greeks were the first people to sort of just start talking about a reflection, because the story of Narcissus falls in love with his image in the stream and drowns and dies. So because of that, the Greeks are like, maybe seeing yourself isn't such a great thing to do.
No. And that was Narcissus, who had a tattoo, by the way.
That's right.
So, it was bad luck to see your reflection in water. And that was pretty much the only place you could see your reflection if you were an ancient Greek. Because it wasn't until the ancient Romans came along and they said, yeah, we basically believe the same thing, but we're also incredibly vain. So we're going to invent mirrors. And eventually the mirrors that they came up with at the beginning were highly polished metal surfaces. So if you had like an old shield sitting around, don't throw it away. You can upcycle it and do a terrific mirror.
Yeah. Or I guess look at the reflection to see Medusa. If you're Clash of the Titans, wasn't that a shield?
Yeah.
How would you say the name of the person who looked at their reflection in the water?
Oh, I've always heard it as Narcissus, but I like how you said it. I'm not mocking you at all here, okay?
I didn't think you were.
Okay, good.
I think I might be getting that pronunciation from the song from Indigo Girls.
Did they say Narcissus?
Yeah. I look a lot like Narcissus.
I'm quite sure that at least one or both of them studied Greek mythology at UGA at some point.
Oh, maybe so. And by the way, our good friend Lucy Wainwright just got off of tour with Indigo Girls.
Oh, congratulations, Lucy. That's awesome. I think you told me that.
Yeah, she hit the road with them for a while, and her beautiful little cute daughter was able to go on to a lot of these shows, which is always fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah, little girl on tour. That's what can be more fun than that.
For sure. And to keep everybody grounded, you know?
Yeah, like you Indigo Girls aren't doing all those nasty drugs in front of that girl.
No. They're very well known for trashing hotel rooms, too, and I bet that they did not trash any of them because of Lucy Wainwright Roach's kid.
No, not one TV was thrown over a balcony.
Nope.
Where were we?
We were talking about shields as mirrors. Those were the first mirrors.
That's right. That led to, the idea that gods might observe their souls through these shiny reflective devices. Mm-hmm. That means it has import. So to damage something like that to be broken, at first they thought of it as like just disrespectful, and then they said, but also maybe it would anger the gods and they would rain bad luck down upon their heads.
Yeah, and if you believe that the reflection in the mirror, your reflection, is actually you're seeing your soul, if you break a mirror, you're breaking your soul too. And so there's a couple of ways that could bring about misfortune, apparently. One is that your soul couldn't protect your body any longer. And that's why all sorts of bad stuff befalls you for 7 years. And then also, in some traditions, your soul is rather upset at having been broken, and now it's looking for revenge on you. And sometimes it does that in the form of killing one of your loved ones.
Yeah.
It's not
no
what
good.
you want. I mean, you broke your very nice mirror and now your grandma died. Come on.
Yeah, and the whole 7 years thing came about apparently because the Romans believed that life changes happen in 7-year cycles. So that's where that idea comes from. Or another explanation that I'm not sure about this one, but apparently mirrors, they were pretty expensive early on, and the cost of a mirror would equal 7 years' work from a servant.
I like both of those.
Yeah, maybe both are accurate.
So as far as the English language goes, Chuck, the first time anyone mentions breaking a mirror being bad luck was from 1777, where the author mentions that breaking a mirror is a very unlucky accident because mirrors were part of an ancient kind of divination formerly used by magicians and their superstitious and diabolical operations.
That's right. And because it became a thing in print, it became a thing in British culture. And so all of a sudden people all over the world are not wanting to break their mirrors anymore.
Okay, so let's take a little break, as it were, and come back, try to put everything together by explaining what you can do to mitigate your bad luck if you do break a mirror. Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well designed, and they can be well designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating. We're talking about grills. We're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality, and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Dell PCs with Intel Inside are built for the moments that matter, for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. Built for the busy days that turn into all-night study sessions, the moment you're working from a cafe and realize every outlet's taken.
Yeah, the times you're deep in your flow and the absolute last thing you need is an auto update throwing off your momentum. That's why Dell builds tech that adapts to the way you actually work. Built with a long-lasting battery so you're not scrambling for the closest outlet, and built-in intelligence that makes updates around your schedule, not in the middle of it.
That's right. They don't build tech just for tech's sake. They build it for you. Find technology built for the way you work at Dell.com/Dell PCs. Built for you.
Stuff you should know. Stuff you should know.
All right. Before we broke, Josh laid down a series of puns about mirror breakage. Apparently, there's some things you can do. If you break your mirror, apparently one of the things you can do is you got to get rid of those pieces. You don't want to leave a broken mirror lying around. Obviously, it's not a great thing just to have in your house with broken glass. But I think it has more to do with let's just wash ourselves of this and get it out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so this is based on a How Stuff Works article, and I love how they actually are serious about telling you how to throw away a broken mirror.
Yeah,
you
like
dispose
safely.
of the pieces in the trash by wrapping them in paper or placing them in a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Because sharp mirror pieces can cut through a plastic bag.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with superstition. That's just good household advice.
That's right. Good old-fashioned How Stuff Works advice.
Another one, this automatically makes it ancient to me, is that you take the mirror pieces and you bury them. And then what makes it even more ancient is that you're better off if you bury them in the light of a full moon.
Creepy.
But it seems to me you'd have to do a little weighing of cost benefit of keeping the mirror pieces around until a full moon.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you broke your mirror on the new moon, then you're keeping these unlucky pieces around for a month.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Nope.
I don't know if the full moon would mitigate that bad luck that you accrued over the month.
Yeah, agreed. I'd just get rid of it unless you were pretty close. With maybe 2 days within a full moon, that's my rule.
I think I would go 2 days max too.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad we agree on that in case we ever break a mirror together. You can also grind that stuff into powder if you want to.
Take it to a party.
Take it to a party. And then the old throw salt over your shoulder, over your left shoulder is a great way to get rid of any bad luck if you believe in that kind of thing.
Works for everything.
Yeah.
So we're talking mirrors, and mirrors are made from glass, but non-mirrored glass, breaking it actually is used as good luck sometimes, although it can also be bad luck too. Apparently in England, breaking a glass is a death omen.
Yeah.
Which means people would be dropping like flies around me because I break glasses a lot.
Yeah, you and Emily both. Loves to break glass.
Yep.
I think the Greeks, though, it can be a celebratory thing, obviously, at a Greek celebration to ward off evil spirits, or anyone who's ever been to a Jewish wedding, stomping on that wine glass is one of the great traditions.
And then there's other mirror superstitions, too. Like the mirror is just a superstition factory, apparently.
Yeah.
So there are traditions where if somebody passes away, you cover the mirrors in your house with something just to make it so no one can see the reflection. And there's a few reasons to do this. One is the person who's died, their soul is now wandering around until they're buried. And apparently if they see the reflection in the mirror, they get sucked into the mirror and stuck there. And you don't want that to happen to your poor grandma's soul.
No, or your poor grandma's mirror, because apparently that will cause the mirror to tarnish. And maybe even turn into an image of that person who is deceased.
Now, imagine, Chuck, if you broke your mirror, it caused your grandma to die.
Mm-hmm.
You replaced the mirror, and your poor grandma saw herself in that new mirror and is trapped in it. That's a lot of bad luck.
Yeah, and baggage, honestly.
For sure.
That's shrink territory.
Yeah. Because also grandma always just told you weren't doing anything right.
Yeah, that's right. Other people thought that demons could escape through the mirror, like go from the non-living world into the living. And so covering a mirror if someone passes, like there's a lot of mirror covering happening in these situations.
For sure. There's also some marriage stuff too. In Edwardian Britain, which took place in the first decade of the 20th century, if you wanted to know what your future husband was going to be like, or if you'd be married at all, you could sit down in front of a mirror with some candlelight. And if you saw your husband show up in the mirror, all good. If a grim specter appeared, you would die before you got married.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you die at 20 or something like that. It just means that you might die an old, unmarried person.
Yeah, that's right. But with marriage, it could also be a good thing. Because apparently, this superstition, after you get married and you say, I do, if you look into a mirror and the short time after that, you will be uniting your soul. And it creates, apparently, an alternate universe where the two souls can live forever together.
Very sweet.
Yeah. What's sweeter?
I don't know. There's not much sweeter.
Yeah.
So I guess this Halloween season, we would say go out, kiss your mirror, and take very good care of it. Don't you think that's good advice?
That's right. Or just cover that thing up if you don't want to take your chances.
Yeah. And of course, obviously, that means that the spooky short stuff is out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Geico presents a 30-second podcast between your podcast. Today's story is shared by one of our listeners. It's called Betrayed by Bill. It was in that moment I caught who was staring back at me in betrayal. Or more like what? My insurance bill. With trembling hands, I grabbed my phone and switched to Geico, saving about $900 in the process, and never to be betrayed again. Now that was bloody riveting.
It feels good when the story ends with savings. It feels good to Geico.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.